Hello everyone. In today's class, we will see some more questions based on limits, continuity, and differentiability. So let's start. Practice questions from question number 12 to 22. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Question number 12 says, if fx is equal to determinant of this sin x, cos x, tan x, x cube, x square x, 2x, 1, 1, then find limit extending to 0 fx upon x square is equal to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's discuss the solution. See, after solving this determinant, you will get fx as x into x minus 1 into sin x minus x cube minus 2x square into cos x minus x cube tan x, and it is equal to x square sin x minus x cube cos x minus x cube tan x plus 2x square cos x minus x sin x. Therefore, limit extending to 0 fx upon x square is equal to limit extending to 0 sin x minus x cos x minus x tan x plus 2 cos x minus sin x upon x is equal to 2 minus 1. So answer is 1. Clear? So I think option D is right choice. Next question, question number 13 says, the limit of the following is limit extending to 3 root over 1 minus cos of x square minus 10x plus 21 upon x minus 3 is. You have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, so let's start. We have to find limit extending to 3 root over 1 minus cos x square minus 10x upon 10x plus 21 upon x minus 3. So see, root over this can be written as root 2 sine x minus 3 into x minus 7 by 2 upon x minus 3. Now it is equal to limit extending to 3 root 2 sine x minus 3 into x minus 7 upon 2 upon x minus 3 into x minus 7 upon 2. Let's multiply x minus 7 upon 2 and x minus 7 upon 2 in the numerator and the denominator, right? So we will get limit extending to x minus 7. Clear? We have multiplied and divided. Now see, this thing is equal to 1. Clear? This thing is equal to 1. So answer is this is root 2. Right? So answer is minus 2 to the power 3 by 2. Clear? Option A is the right choice. Minus 2 to the power 3 by 2. Clear? Okay. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 14, which says the value of limit extending to 0, 1 by x tan inverse x plus 1 upon 2x plus 1 minus pi by 4 is. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. We have to find limit extending to 0, 1 by x tan inverse x plus 1 upon 2x plus 1 minus pi by 4, which is equal to limit extending to 0 tan inverse x plus 1 upon 2x plus 1 minus tan inverse 1 by tan inverse 1, which is equal to limit extending to 0, 1 by x. See, we have taken x as common, right? 1 by x common. It is 1 by x, right? So 1 by x tan inverse c. It is tan inverse a minus tan inverse b, which is tan inverse a minus b upon 1 plus ab. So limit extending to 0, 1 by x tan inverse x plus 1 upon 2x plus 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus x plus 1 upon 2x plus 1, right? Which is equal to limit extending to 0, 1 by x tan inverse. After solving this, you will get x plus 1 minus 2x minus 1 upon 2x plus 1 plus 3, 2x plus 1 plus x plus 1, which is equal to limit extending to 0, 1 by x into tan inverse minus x upon 3x plus 2. It is we have to form 0 by 0 using L'Hospital rule, right? It is 0 by 0, so we have to apply L'Hospital rule. Clear? So we can apply L'Hospital rules. So differentiation of denominator, which is x, is 1. Now we have to take differentiation of numerator, which is tan inverse minus x upon 3x plus 2, which is 1 upon 1 plus x square upon 3x plus 2 square into 3x plus 2 minus x upon minus of 3x plus 2 minus x upon 3x plus 2 square, which is equal to limit extending to 0 minus of 2 upon x square plus 3x plus 2 square. So after putting limit x extending to 0, you will get the limit as minus 2 upon 4, which is minus 1 by 2, right? So answer is minus 1 upon 2. So option B is the right choice. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 15. It says we have to find limit extending to pi by 2 cot x minus cos x upon x minus 2x pi minus 2x cube. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, so let's move to the solution. It is equal to limit extending to pi by 2 cot x minus cos x upon pi minus 2x cube, which is equal to limit extending to pi by 2 1 by 8 cos x. When we take cos x as common, it is cos x into 1 minus sin x upon sin x pi by 2 minus x cube, which is equal to limit h tending to 0 1 by 8 h tending to 0 1 by 8 cos pi by 2 minus h into 1 minus sin pi by 2 minus h, right? We have replaced x with h pi by 2 minus h, right? Now upon sin pi by 2 minus h into pi by 2 minus pi by 2 plus h cube. Clear? Which is equal to 1 by 8 sin 1 by 8 limit h tending to 0 sin h. See, cos pi by 2 minus h is basically sin h. So sin h 1 minus cos h upon cos h into h cube, right? So it is equal to 1 by 8 limit h tending to 0 sin h into 2 sin square h by 2 upon cos h into h cube. Clear? Because 1 minus cos h can be written as 2 sin square h by 2. Now let's move this 2 outside. So it will be 1 by 4 limit h tending to 0 sin h into sin square h by 2 upon h cube into cos h, which is equal to 1 by 4 limit h tending to 0 sin h upon h into sin h by 2 upon h by 2 square into 1 by cos h into 1 by 4. Clear? So it is equal to, after putting the value of limit h tending to 0, it is, this term is 1 and this term is again also 1, this term is 1, right? So we will get 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, which is 1 by 16. Let's move to the next question, question number 16, which says if m and n are positive integers, then limit extending to 0 cos x to the power 1 by m minus cos x to the power 1 by n upon x square equals to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. C. We have to evaluate this limit. To evaluate the limit extending to 0 cos x to the power 1 by m minus cos x to the power 1 by n upon x square. We can use Taylor's expansion, right? Of cos x around x equal to 0. So cos x is expansion of cos x is basically 1 minus x square by 2 plus some odd something of the degree 4, right? And so on. Thus we have cos x to the power 1 by m is basically 1 minus x square by 2 plus something to the degree power 4 to the power 1 by m, and it is approximately equal to 1 minus x square by 2m plus o x to the power 4. Clear? And similarly, cos x to the power 1 by n is approximately equal to 1 minus x square by 2 plus o x to the power 4 to the power 1 by n, which is approximately equal to 1 minus x square upon 2n plus o x to the power 4. Now the difference, we have to take difference of these two, right? So after taking difference cos x to the power 1 by m minus cos x to the power 1 by n, we got minus of x square upon 2m plus x square upon 2m plus o x to the power 4, right? Which is equal to x square into 1 by 2n minus 1 by 2m plus o x to the power 4, right? Clear? Now substituting back into the limit gives cos x to the power 1 by 5 minus cos x to the power 1 by n upon x square is approximately equal to 1 by 2n minus 1 by 2m plus o x square, right? Now taking limit extending to 0, we will get this term as 0 and the answer is 1 by 2n minus 1 by 2m. So answer is m minus n upon 2mn. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next question, question number 17, which says limit x tending to infinity cot cot inverse root over x plus 1 minus root x upon sec inverse 2x upon x minus 1 to the power x is equal to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Clearly, see, limit x tending to 0, root of x plus 1 upon root of x plus 1 upon root of x is equal to limit x tending to infinity 1 upon root of x plus 1 plus root of x is equal to 0, right? Clear? Is it clear? Right. And limit x tending to infinity 2x plus 1 upon x minus 1 to the power x is equal to limit x tending to infinity. Let's take x as common. So 2 plus 1 by x upon 1 minus 1 by x to the power x. Clear? Is equal to infinity. Therefore, limit x tending to infinity cot inverse root over x plus 1 minus root over x upon sec inverse 2x plus 1 upon x minus 1 to the power x. So, after putting limit x tending to infinity, the numerator is cot inverse 0 and denominator is sec inverse infinity. So, cot inverse 0 is pi by 2 and sec inverse infinity is again pi by 2. So, pi by 2 and pi by 2 will cancel out and answer will be 1, right? So, option A is the right choice, 1. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 18, which says that let p is equal to limit x tending to 0 ln cos 2x upon 3x square, q is equal to limit x tending to 0 sin square 2x upon x into 1 minus e to the power x, and r is equal to limit x tending to 1 root x minus x upon ln x. Then p, q, r satisfy. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. See, clearly, p can be written as limit x tending to 0. See, cos 2x can be written as ln inside cos 2x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x minus 1, right? Upon 3x square. Limit x tending to 0 ln 1 plus cos 2x minus 1 upon cos 2x minus 1 into cos 2x minus 1 upon 3x square. See, ln 1 plus cos 2x minus 1 upon cos 2x minus 1 is basically 1. Clear? And after putting x tending to 0, it is basically minus 2 by 3. Clear? So p is basically minus 2 by 3. Clear? This is 0 by 0 form, so we can apply L'Hospital rule, right? After applying L'Hospital rule, you will see answer is minus 2 by 3, because we will first differentiate cos 2x minus 1 and then 3x square. Again, 2 sine minus 2 sine 2x upon 6x, you will get minus 2 by 3. Now let's see. Let's calculate q. Q is limit x tending to 0 sine square 2x upon 4x square into, see, sine square 2x we can divide by 4x square and multiply by 4x square. So it is limit x tending to 0 sine square 2x upon 4x square into 4x square upon x into 1 minus e to the power x is equal to. So see, this is 1, this limit is 1, right? And this is again 0 by 0 form. So by applying L'Hospital rule, you will get answer as minus 4, right? Let's calculate r. R is limit x tending to 1 root x minus x upon ln 1 plus x minus 1, right? Since it is ln x, we can write ln 1 plus x minus 1, right? Limit x tending to 1 root x 1 minus root x upon ln 1 plus x minus 1 upon x minus 1 into x minus 1. Clear? We have multiply and divide with x minus 1. Clear? So it is again limit x tending to 1 root x 1 minus x upon ln 1 plus x minus 1 upon x minus 1 into x minus 1 into 1 plus root x. See, we have multiplied and divided with 1 plus root x into 1 minus root x. So 1 minus root x into 1 plus root x has become 1 minus x, right? So after putting limit x tending to 1, see, this part is 1. Clear? Clear? 1 minus x and 1 minus x will cancel out. So it is basically minus 1 by 2. Clear? Hence, we can say that q is smaller than p and p is smaller than r. Clear? So I think option D is the right choice. Clear? Option D is the right choice. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 19, which says let p is equal to limit extending to 0 plus 1 plus 10 square root x to the power 1 by 2x, then log p is equal to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's discuss the solutions. Given p is equal to limit extending to 0 plus 1 plus 10 square root x to the power 1 by 2x. See, this is the 1 to the power infinity form. When you will put x equal to 0, you will get it is 1 to the power infinity form, which is equal to e to the power limit extending to 0 plus 10 square root x upon 2x is equal to limit is equal to e to the power 1 by 2 comma limit extending to 0 plus 10 root x upon root x, which is equal to e to the power 1 by e to the power 1 by 2. Therefore, log p is equal to log e to the power 1 by 2. Clear? Therefore, log p is equal to log e to the power 1 by 2, which is answer is 1 by 2. Clear? So I think option C is right choice, 1 by 2. Let's move to the next question. Question number 20. The value of limit extending to infinity 3x minus 4 upon 3x plus 2 to the power x plus 1 upon 3. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, limit extending to infinity 3x minus 4 upon 3x plus 2 to the power x plus 1 by 3, right? So 3x limit extending to infinity 3x plus 2 minus 6 minus 4 can be written as plus 2 minus 6 upon 3x plus 2 to the power x plus 1 by 3. Now see, it can be written as 1 minus 6 upon 3x plus 2 to the power x plus 1 by 3. Limit extending to infinity, right? So it is equal to limit extending to infinity e to the power x plus 1 by 3 into minus 6 upon 3x plus 2, right? Clear? Because minus 6 upon 3x plus 2 minus 1, right? So it is equal to limit extending to infinity e to the power minus 6 3 into minus 6 minus 2 into x plus 1 upon 3x plus 2. It is equal to e to the power minus 2 by 3. Therefore, limit extending to infinity minus of 2x plus 1 upon 3x plus 2 is minus 2 by 3. Clear? So answer is B, minus 2 by 3. E to the power minus 2 by 3. Clear? Now let's move to the next question. Question number 21, which says if limit extending to infinity 1 plus a by x plus b by x squared to the power 2x is equal to e to the power 2, then the value of a and b are. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay. So now limit extending to infinity 1 plus a by x plus b by x squared to the power 2x equal to limit extending to infinity 1 plus a by x plus b by x square into 2x to the power 2x a by x plus b by x square plus upon a by x plus b by x square. Clear? Because this plus 1 will be cancelled out with minus 1, right? Now it can be written as equal to e to the power limit extending to infinity 2x a by x plus b by x square. Therefore, limit extending to infinity 1 plus x to the power 1 by x is equal to e, which is equal to e to the power 2a. But limit extending to infinity 1 plus a by x plus b by x square to the power 2x is basically e square, right? So e to the power 2a is equal to e square. So a is equal to 1 and b belongs to r. Clear? So option B is right choice. A equal to 1, B belongs to R. Right? Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 22. Which says if f dash 2 is equal to 6 and f dash 1 is equal to 4, then limit h tending to 0 f 2h plus 2 plus h square minus f2 upon f h minus h square plus 1 minus 1 minus f1 is equal to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Limit h tending to 0 f of 2h plus 2 plus h square minus f of 2 upon f of h minus h square plus 1 minus 1 f of 1 is equal to limit h tending to 0 f dash 2h plus 2 plus h square into 2 plus 2h upon f dash h minus h square plus 1 into 1 minus 2h. Again, we can differentiate, which will be equal to c f dash 2 into 2 upon f dash 1. See, after putting limit h tending to 0, you will get, when we put h equal to 0, you will get f dash 2 into 2 upon f dash 1 into 1, right? So answer is f dash 2 is 6 and f dash 1 is 4, right? So after putting this, you will get answer as 3. Clear? So I think option A is the right choice. Okay, thank you.